Alright, so let's say we wanted a tile space in here that is 1 foot. And so what I'm going to do, I'll go back. It's a little easier to work in hidden line when you're doing the split surface, is I'm going to split this surface and put in a little border right here. So let's go back to split face, and I want to split this face, and I'm just going to draw a line using the model from there to there and hit check. And now I want to paint the tile border in there. So I'll go to my paint and I'll pick my tile border and I'll paint that guy in there. And we'll go ahead and close this, and then we'll use the align command to align with that. And so now we have this sort of tile border in here. And if I go to realistic, right, you're starting to get that tile. Now you can hide this little line right here by going to the line work and going to invisible lines and just picking those guys and getting rid of them if you want to use the realistic. It's kind of up to you. It depends on if that's really important. So now we have sort of this layout here, and now what I want to do is split this piece out and put a wood pattern in there. So I'll go to my split face, or actually let's go ahead and go back to hidden line. I just find it easier to work. And so I'll go back to my split face, and I want to split this whole area again, so you can see it's picking the whole area. And I'll just come in and let's use the pick line for this one. So I'll pick that, pick that, pick that, pick that, pick that, and then I'll go to draw a line here, right? Let's start trimming. So I'll trim that and that, that and that, that and that, that and that, and then I'm just going to pull this line because it can't overlap the other one back to there, and then I'll hit check and it'll split that out. And now I need to make that wood material, so I'm going to type MT, which is a shortcut for the materials, and I'm going to create a new material, and this one's going to be wood desaturated. Okay, and I'll go ahead and go to my graphics first, and I'll do the model representation. The 6-inch parallel will probably do it, right? I'm just going to say I want 6-inch boards here, and I'll click OK. And let's use render appearance, and I'll go to appearance and go to image, and I have a floor desaturated, right? And I'll click open. You're going to also, if you have a bump, obviously you can use a bump. I have this floor bump that goes along with it. And then I'll click on the image, and let's go ahead. I know that this needs to be 14 feet high, right, to be correct. And we could leave it at 14 feet wide, and we'll see how that goes. And I'll click done there, and then I'll do the same thing for the bump because you want the bump map to be the same size. Click done and click OK, and then I'll go to my modify and paint, and we'll go down and get that wood floor, and I'll paint that in here. So now we've got that wood floor, and I'll make sure to align with this guy, that guy, so we're getting sort of an even spacing there, and we let it sort of come over here and die in. And then if I go to realistic, that's what you're getting. So the other thing I want to point out is that there are transitions that happen between floors. So we did it kind of here with this tile floor and the wood floor. You will have to work out, depths of things and how they do it. We're not doing that here. This is just a key. It may be later that you come in and actually put the floors on top of the other one. But if you have a pattern or something, make sure that it works out cleanly, with what you're doing. You can split out the transitions. Sometimes you have door openings or something that need to be dealt with that cover up. They actually have a part of the family that covers up the floor. So come and talk to me if you're having issues about that, and we can work on that. Um, so the next thing that I want to do is I want to go in and tag these guys. So that's what we'll do next.